What's up, guys? Welcome to Shay's World. I am your girl Shay, and we are back. First video of the new year.
Oh, happy New
Actual
Year!
recording of the new year. Actual recorded video of the new year. Um, of course, as always, I'm your girl Shay, and I can't do this without my lovely co-host.
Your boy Malik, right, yo?
All right. So,
I'm
if you
ripping my
guys
mama's
have
hoodie.
you ain't gonna worry me. I need
You
that
ain't
hoodie.
gonna worry me.
I thought I
I
told
put
you
in
I
the
needed
order
it
for you.
already. You
I
did?
got you. Don't worry. Yeah,
Okay.
she just revamped this. So
Okay, cool. I'll be waiting in the mail. You have the address now. So,
yeah. Yes.
anywho, if you guys have been living under a rock, our interview with Wendell Holland was also, as you can see in the corner of the screen, he is one of the designers and for the show. Well, yeah, he's on the design team for the show. He talks about the show on the interview, and everything he said, guys, was completely true and accurate about the show. He did not over exaggerate, not one bit. You need tissue. I'm gonna try to get through this review without crying. um
I came prepared.
I did not. I did not. And I watched it at work the first time. It was like,
Mm.
oh my gosh, I was just thinking like, oh
You
my,
like that movie? What's your
literally, literally,
emergency?
literally, I had to get myself together. Like, no, where's your emergency? And after I hung up, I was like, I got to step outside for a minute and get myself together.
Yes, this
It
is
was
a very great
so
episode for
good.
and a
Oh my
premiere. A very great premiere.
yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, like the choice, the family choice for the first premiere, just all of it. It was just really, really good. So without further ado, we'll get straight on into it, guys. All right. So before we talk about the first episode, we're going to talk about like just the main cast, the reason we're here, the people who put all of this together. So without further ado, this is Joanna and Clea. They are from the home edit. Well, they started the home edit. They do all of the organization stuff. They are really, really good at what they do. And this first
As I
episode
saw
really
firsthand.
made, huh?
I was saying as I saw firsthand
hmm
through this episode.
This first episode just made me love them as people. Um, it was very, very touching to see
I'll
them.
tell you what, I feel like this show is really going to scratch that itch in terms of like my OCD and like organizational,
Mhm.
like have you ever stepped in a Charming Charlie's and you like it's red section over here is yellow section and is like that is what they're doing and
Mhm.
it's really thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. Definitely gave me so many ideas for when I move. Like she
Mm,
said, everything has a place, and when everything has a place, it's easier to clean up. And I am seeing that right now in the room that I am in. I don't have a place for anything, and it's a mess.
no, 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 not a place, a zone. You need
Yes, I need a
zones.
zone. Yes, a
We need
zone.
zones.
We need a zone for everything. Yes.
Yes, we need
All right.
zones.
So up next is Miss Ariane. She is the interior designer, and my
I
girl.
think it's Ariane. I just because she is a real human, I feel like it's Ariane.
It could be
But
Ariane. I'm sorry. I think it is Ariane. It is. You're
okay,
correct.
okay.
I am so sorry. Miss Ariane, and my girl is just she's amazing. Hold on, let me give you guys just a glimpse of her work really quickly. This is
What does
going
she
to
do?
be
Oh, she's a designer. She's an
she's a
interior
designer.
designer.
This is going to be a little harder than it normally is, guys, because I usually have both of my screens. I don't have enough room in here, so I'm working off one screen. Forgive me. This is some of her work, and it's just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss is all I can say about her work. Um,
Very clean.
very, very clean.
Which is something I saw, kind of her style, I guess, in
hmm
this episode is something she likes hidden, she likes functionality. She likes things to have a purpose and a place, like you said, a place and a purpose at the same time. So
Yep. All
again,
right.
scratching that
So
itch.
last but certainly not least, we have our resident carpenter, Mr. Wendell Holland. Uh,
Woo!
his work, his work, his work is
His
all I
work,
can say. His work is all I can say, man.
his
Um,
work works.
it's really good. No, it's really good. Here's a picture of him at work doing what he loves to do. Um,
Oh, he made that behind him.
I'm pretty sure.
I can't tell exactly what it is, but it looks like Oh, it looks like a house. I think
Well, like he told us, what Survivor Wood is like his
go to or not go to, but his
medium.
forte.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's his medium. So you can tell all of that back there is like some type of wood.
he did some. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is extremely impressive.
Mm-hmm. Very. And then actually, I'm so sorry. I did not mean Wendell was last. He was next to last. Truly, truly, the reason we are all here is this lady right here on the screen, Miss Cheryl Palmer. She is the chairman and CEO of Taylor Morrison. They are a phenomenal construction team that she has behind her. Um, they are doing things that are kind of unheard of.
Yeah,
um, when they say we are going to build you a home in 5 days, when Wendell said it on the podcast, I was like, okay, surely they're going to go in, take all these people things out, and just knock down some walls and make things better. No, they are literally building these people a house from the ground up, guys. In five,
like cement foundation,
everything.
wood,
Well, actually,
like.
I'm not gonna just, I'm not gonna go that far. They already had laid the cement and some of the foundation,
Hmm.
at least like the bottom foundation of the house. They started with walls and everything else and finished in 5 days. And weather and extreme weather. So like just
Which now brings more questions to mind. Like, are the walls put together already so that all y'all have to do is put them up and then start working within the four walls?
well
Or is it like certain pieces are already made that you don't have to necessarily worry about? Like, because it seems like they're working off of empty land or an empty lot, I guess. So they they aren't necessarily measuring said land and saying, okay, we need to make something that fits this. They're saying this land is going to fit what we have. And at least that's what it's looking like. So I don't know. It just raises questions. Are some things already pre-made?
I feel like once they decide the family, like of course they're making a show. So naturally I think maybe submission so that maybe the
Mm-hmm.
families know that there's a possibility but don't know that they're chosen. So they
Mm-hmm.
possibly already kind of go through some of the structure of what do you need, what type of home you need or whatever, so that when they go and find the location where they're going to build a home, they can go ahead and get it zoned out, permitted, um, sewer lines already ran and stuff like that. That's why I said there's no walls on the house. It's only the foundation
Right.
that's laid for the house, but they do everything else. Um, you know, starting at day 5 or day 1 to day 5. Uh, this first episode, we meet the Warren family, guys, and this family uh, has almost changed my life in a way.
Okay.
Um,
Not just I just learned about them.
literally just learned about them, but I so want to know like how y'all doing, how y'all enjoying the house, like just I'm
Because
so
it's
excited.
been has it been a year since they've
No,
filmed this, or it's been
no, it was filmed in 2024. Wendell was filming this show during He was wrapping up this show right around the time the season 47 tour took off, which is why they started in Louisiana, in LA, because that was where they were wrapping up the last show.
Mm.
Yeah.
So then this was okay. So it's been about half a
They
year.
probably, yeah, they've been in there for about a half a year. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Yep. All righty, guys. Meet the Warren family. We have Gail. She's in the orange. She's the mom. You have Lathan, her son. He's 11 years old. Then you have Taylor, who's 17. And then you have Miss Zoe. She is a firecracker, but she is so funny. I'm so glad they showcased all of her personality. And then you have Grandma Lily. And I was just like, come on, bro. Not the grandma Lily. Not that's my grandma name. My grandmother is Lily. Not my
Oh,
mama
really?
Lily. Not as on my dad and my Lily.
Oh,
Um, and and Grandma Lily is a firecracker. Just like I was like, bro,
okay,
let's
okay.
get out of the parallels, bro. Killing me here. Um, just a little background on this family. She lost her husband, Fred, 2 years ago. At this point that they were filming, she had lost him 2 years ago to
This is
COVID.
Gail.
She lost her husband. So that's why her mom is living with her to help out. But since she's lost her husband, she's been just kind of like stuck, very stuck. Let me show you guys her husband. They had been together since 1994, since I was 4 years old, bro. They've been together since I was 4.
I wasn't even thought of.
Wasn't even thought of. Like you wasn't even swimming around yet.
Girl,
You was
I don't
just,
even know if I was in heaven already. Like
I don't know where you were. You was out
me,
there
just
either just
floating
waiting
around.
like pick me, pick me.
I don't know where I was, but they was married.
So yeah, they owned a restaurant, and he was also a pastor. And just, it's just a really sad story. Really, it
And a
really is.
musician, or at
Yeah,
least
he
he
was
liked to
a
play music.
musician. He did
Mhm.
music. Their kids to do music, especially his son, the son. So we got introduced to them, and she told us her story and about her losing her husband. And I was like, this is 2 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock, and I am crying.
Okay, like,
I'm
hold,
talking about
where's
it.
tissue? Wait, hold on.
Just
'Cause
like, where did this come from? Like,
what?
dang. I had to look
Yeah.
at the timer and was like, dang, how long I've been watching it? I'm already crying. Um, just insane. So, anywho, the first, we have I'm sorry, give me 1 second. All right. So, yeah, now we have met the family and everything, and then we get the community, we get a shot of the community and the cast, and they take the bus and they are going to the house to surprise the family. And hopefully, guys, I won't get copyrighted for this, but we're gonna just share just a little, okay? Just a little. Don't tell
Don't
nobody.
tell. Don't. Yeah,
Don't tell nobody.
yeah.
Systems, what Wendell is going to build in a home, and really listen to the family to make sure that their home looks and feels like them. Good morning, Warren family!
And I'm gonna try not to cry.
Oh my God, we're so
It was her. It was her for me.
You guys excited? Yes. Well, you guys have been through a lot in the last couple of years. You could not be more deserving of this incredible moment. And we're going to make some dreams come true. So I think
we're gonna stop it right there because we're not trying to get copyrighted too much. But as you can see,
Round one.
yes, round
Okay.
one is about to start for everybody. Um, I'm gonna go through just a few pictures of the house so we can see, y'all can see like what their house kind of looked like a little bit. Um, they were on top of each other. I will warn you. So this came in kind of like right on time for them.
Mhm.
Let's see here. All right. So we have the kitchen and pantry area. This is Lathan and Zoe's room, and then Grandma Lily moved in. I cried at this moment right here. This is where I cried when I saw Grandma Lily sit on that bunk bed, and then it flashes to Ariane, Ariane saying it broke her heart, and I'm like, I'm with you. It broke my heart
Mhm.
too, seeing her like that. This is Gail's room. And this is a picture that she said one of his friends drew of him after he passed. And we're gonna stop right there really quickly. Um, this episode, I know it's about a home makeover and everything like that, but like Gail says further down in the episode, she was like, this was more like a lifetime, a life makeover. It brought up so many different questions and feelings for me. And one in particular being death, and it's so final, but it's like when the person is gone, they're just gone, and it's all of their stuff is just left here for their loved ones to deal with, you know. And I've never thought about how crippling that could actually be um, for that person's spouse, you know. You've spent, they got to spend what, 32 years together at least. Yeah, they got to spend at least 32 years together. Excuse me, guys. My uncle is over here and they are screaming. I'm recording. What do you need? This is my life, guys. Okay. This is my life. Um, Anywho, I just, oh, this next
Yeah.
scene picture I'm about to show y'all is really where I just lost it. This is the bag that she still had from when her husband went into the hospital and did not come home. And it was just like you can feel all of the emotions, the hurt, the pain through the screen. And oh, my heart just went out to her. Like, oh, oh, she's
You
a very
can kind of
strong woman.
very strong
Very
woman
strong woman.
to continuously be surrounded in that space, in those things that constantly remind you of that moment, not the person but the moment,
Mm-hmm.
is extremely tough. And you can kind of tell when, in general, when somebody is dealing with grief, that and they have a lot of objects, there's always something that's an anchor that's like super important that they cannot get rid of or let go of. And it was just like seeing in this scene right here, when she opened it and when she smelled it and she was like, it still smells like him, I was like, oh, I really felt for her. I was like, that's the one. That's when they start clearing stuff out. That's the one.
I knew that feeling. It took me back to when my grandfather died. I took a couple of his shirts and I used to just randomly smell them and stuff like that. But eventually, like Joanna and Clea said, you have to let it go because it really does hold you back. And it wasn't until I got rid of those particular things that I was able to kind of move on in my grieving process. Now, there are things that I have of my father that I'm just 100% never going to part ways with. The bullets
Mhm.
from his 21 gun salute, his flag, um, his wedding band. his article of his funeral in the paper, his birth announcement he made for me in the paper. I'll
Hmm.
never get rid of those things. Like they're going everywhere. So that
Yeah.
energy is going everywhere. But for me, those things are more of a protective energy over
Hmm.
like he's protecting or guarding me in some type of way. So
It's also not consuming you or your space.
yeah, things are a little different with my dad and my granddad because my dad died when I was 1. So I don't know.
Mm.
So those memories are just me trying to know the person. Whereas my
Hmm.
grandfather, that was my dad until he passed. And it was just like, what the hell? Can I not have a father? Without this Why must I be a fatherless child?
Like, come on, guy. Like, what is this?
You know? Anywho, enough about me and back to this. But these are the things that
That
this
it made you think
show,
of. Yeah.
made me think of. And I was just like, whew,
I tell
whew.
you what, there were a lot of moments in this show where I got chills. Where
Oh,
I got some good chills.
yeah, definitely. So they let the family know that they are building them a new home in Hutto, Texas. We start off in Cedar Park, Texas. That's where their current home was, but they're gonna move to Hutto, Texas, because that's where Fred's church was, and that's really where
Oh,
his
okay.
community and stuff was. So they're gonna, they'll get to be closer, which is even better. It's already a little difficult to think about you're leaving the place you were with your husband for so long, but it makes it a little easier. I feel like it makes it a little easier to still be closer to his church and things of that nature. So I think they did a good choice. But now here's the big stuff. Here's the big part. They literally pack up every single thing in these people's homes and move them out.
They said, all right. So everybody, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So they got
They
that stuff
said, wrap
out.
up the tears. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they was hustling.
I'm talking about they got the spices, they got everything out of that
Mm.
house. Furniture, everything.
Literally.
This is what it looks like when they start off. This is what they have.
Oh,
This is
so
the
there
base
are
that
some
they start. Yeah,
pre-built. Okay, okay, okay. Well, this is my question.
yeah. I mean, I would imagine that
So is the
for time
foundation?
purposes, the foundation, and they went ahead and put the structured slots kind of together, and then you have to put them around the house. But I would imagine that process probably takes a whole entire day in itself. So they
You gotta
have
wait for
to
this
kind of
thing to dry.
produce some
Yeah.
things, but they don't put any walls on the house. And really, you ain't got no house, so you got some walls up. They ain't putting no walls, no sheetrock, no drywall, no insulation, nothing. They did it in 5 days. So it's still a very big feat. Let's see. And well, here's what we were just talking about. We get to see them put the first two walls on the house. And that was really special for me. My uncle is a contractor. So like I love when he send me videos of before. I love before and after type things anyway. But to see a house from the ground up, I enjoyed every construction moment that we could. I think I enjoyed the whole fucking show. This
Yes.
was the living room at their house, and I took the pictures in order, so of like how the show came up. So excuse me if we're going, back to
So in the living room, they were playing
playing
games,
games,
doing
yeah,
homework,
doing homework, eating,
sleeping, eating.
sleeping. Everything was done in their living room, which also was connected to the kitchen and the dining room. It was a
So
lot.
this is a multifunctional room.
It was a very
So
much.
it's really just the living room, two bedrooms, and the kitchen, right?
That's
And the
what it
bathroom.
felt like. It felt
Okay.
like they had a 3-bedroom home because I'm sure the oldest daughter had her own room.
Oh, that's
The
right. That's
oldest
right.
daughter, her mom and dad, and then the other two
Your
kids'
mom.
room.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. Well, we have our family. We've moved them out of their house. It's time to get to work.
Let's do it.
Time to talk about these zones. It's time to get to work.
Zones.
Yes, this is where we first got introduced to zones.
And
uh,
heard it about 30 times.
yes, definitely. I wasn't mad at it
Okay,
though, because
I
I
know
was
what a
taking
zone
notes.
is.
I was
Okay,
taking note about these zones. So when I moved,
girl.
whoo, my house
I'm when
was zoned
okay. I
out.
need about 5 edit zones. Okay, this is gonna be the kitchen, the living room,
Mhm.
the
I'm talking
bathroom,
about I'm
and the two
breaking it down
beds.
just like that,
Okay.
bro. Stop playing. Anywho, so of course, day one, this is the progress that they made in day one at the house. They were out there late at night getting it done. But y'all saw where we started at the beginning of the day. This is where we're ending. Taylor Morrison, beast. Beast of a
Gets
company,
the
hands
job
down.
done.
Yes, they are um, you know.
About they been.
So the next thing we see that they do is they have what they call the edit zone, and it's where they lay out every single thing in their homes in zones, room by room, and the purpose is to declutter and only take what you absolutely need and what means a lot to you into the new space, instead of taking all of that same energy and stuff into the house. You get, you know,
So I'm sorry. I'm looking at this bed because when you have a bed frame, it's usually you have to put it together, right?
mhm,
So I'm screaming because did they have to take it apart, move it, bring
probably
it
not.
here, put it together?
They might have took like the headboard and the what you call down and left the frames. It still would have been an easy setup depending on how you moved it. I'm a
Yeah,
professional
yeah.
mover. And then the place where they were that they are the building that they're in, the doors are wide. So
That's true.
and
That's
those
true.
strokes were wide. So I'm sure it was easy to just like pull everything
Yeah,
on in.
yeah.
Um, the most emotional part of the edit zone. First of all, let's be clear. Grandma Lily was not trying to give up any of her clothes.
Let me
She
tell
made it
you.
very clear. I keep all my
Okay.
faux leather.
One thing Ofo gonna do is keep what they got. They not getting rid of nothing.
Yes.
But one thing that I thought was not insane, but I thought it was commendable was little sis. She was like, we can get rid of that. That can go to a baby. I don't need that.
Mhm.
When I was her age, I
Kaylin.
needed everything. Kaylin too. Really,
Kaylin,
all the
he
kids.
was like, give me three animals that mean that are very special to you. And he pulled up three things and he was like, but I can give this one away. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my god, they have such amazing
Beautiful
kids.
hearts.
Like,
Beautiful
oh my
hearts.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Loved everything about it. But here's the emotional. Let's get into the emotional side of things. Okay.
I'm screaming, not the deep breath. First
I
of
know.
all, the organization is insane. What?
Look at that, y'all.
Come on.
Look at this. Now, granted, it took them an entire day to do this because at this point it's day 3. So one side is Fred's room and one side is Gail's side. And she was living with all of that in her bedroom. In her bedroom. Do you ever, well, you are a lot more tidier than me. Um, but when your room is like messy and junky, can you function?
Um, when my room is messy and junky, I will tell you no, I can't function, but my folks might tell you another. Because to me, like I have some stuff up here, like, and I think it's a little bit messy, but I don't think it's too bad. Where they might see that and they might be like, "It's too much up here. You got to clear it out." So like I feel like I might be able to be okay in some sort of mess, but it can't be too bad. I still need to be able to see the floor.
Uh-huh.
And at the same time, there's still functionality in a sense where I know where this is and it's easy to get to
Mhm.
because it's my wallet, it's my keys, it's a paper that I need for tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's not something I need, like this mouse is going in the drawer. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
I don't like things in my face that much necessarily.
Um, I can deal with it for a little bit, but like by day 3, it's like I just wake up and it's like mad day. Everything
Yeah,
gotta go. But what happens when that happens is I throw away a lot of stuff.
that's good
I
though.
start to question, do you really need this? But it's not, it's because I don't want to clean it.
But
So if I don't, I'll be like, it's a stain on this shirt. Yeah, you can throw that one away. Yeah.
oh, okay,
Do
okay,
I
I
want
see
to
what
take
you
this one to
mean.
the cleaners? I'm gonna throw it away. Because
Nah,
then when I have clothes that just pile up, it's because
give them away.
I have no.
No, you
I
would
don't.
rather throw them
I don't.
away than
No,
give
no,
them
no, no, no.
away.
First of all, I would give away clothes, but the clothes that I typically be giving away to people, are like just like my jeans or
Hmm.
brand new stuff. I'm horrible on washing, especially shirts. So by the time I'm ready to throw it away, it's all dingy and stuff,
Uh,
or it's got stains. A lot of my clothes that I bought here from Georgia all got grease stains.
I'm
Everything got
speaking
grease stains from work. Um,
me and like half of my jeans.
yeah, I have a lot of jeans that I have to or just really at this point just throw away because they just got grease stains everywhere.
So is it bad that like I'll see that and be like, if they want to give it away, they'll give it away. If they want to get rid of it, they'll get rid of it. And I
I'm
just
yeah, it's not. I'm not doing all of that. Anyway, so it's time to give away some stuff. Y'all, when I tell y'all, Gail wasn't ready and Shay wasn't ready either. Wasn't ready either. Really, Erica,
okay,
honestly, at this point, it was Erica.
girl,
Erica was not ready. Um, baby.
that was hard. I mean, I know it was as a viewer that was hard. So I can only imagine for the family, but especially for Gail, how
Yes.
she didn't even want to do it at first. She went over it, and
So
they
they
said,
took her. We'll set the scene up real quick. And we're not gonna take too much more of y'all time because this is pretty much the end. But they had the bag, and that's why I made a point of showing you guys the bag in the beginning. They had the bag and they had it sitting in front of this box that he had. So as she was going through the things, at first she really didn't want to. She didn't think she could do it. She went through a couple of shirts, she kept them, but then she was just she got it and she was just able to just get rid of stuff. And it was like, good, you're doing good. So it was like, let's go over here to where the picture just was. And in front of the box was the bag. And they're like, want you to confront this bag. And she's like, I'm not ready. I can't do it. She didn't want to, at this point, she was just like, get rid of the bag.
mm-hmm.
I can't do it. I don't need to look in it anymore. Just get rid of it.
Then they did.
And when they got rid of that bag and she broke down crying and everybody else broke down crying, it was just like,
I can still hear it. Oh
oh
my
my God.
god,
Like, why are
the
y'all doing this to
pain,
me?
the pain and the release, the feeling of the weightlessness that she had gotten in that moment. Oh
Yeah,
my god, that was powerful.
it was. It was a very, very powerful moment. Just kudos to them, like for even getting her to be able to confront and face that moment. Um, they all just had to sit down. And they were so patient with her. And that's why I say this episode just made me fall in love with him. Like, I'm a fan of these type of shows, but to actually just sit down and watch them, if it's on the TV, you'll watch it, but to just like go pull up something on my phone. So I really had no knowledge of Joanna and Clea. Now I want to go look up all of their stuff. I want to go see all of their stuff. You just see them in true human form and not just these, designers and home decorators, or you just kind of saw them in true form. So night 4, they had torrential thunderstorms. They did continue to work, but I don't know what that is. It is now day 5. Furniture, no, this is the last day. Furniture is coming in. It's down to the wire, and pretty much, let me see, by the end of day 4, this is what we looking like. They did that. I mean, they did that. They did it in record time. I really don't have much else to say about that part. It's time to move that bus, y'all.
Move that bus.
Gorgeous house. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay, I gotta stop it.
No, for real, dude. You see me making my face, bro. Like, come on now. Like, I'm a real G. Like, real G don't do that. Come on. What's going on?
At this point, this is like my 3rd time watching this. It's literally like my 3rd time watching this. But I would be remiss if we didn't just see just a little, a little happiness in it. Ah, shit.
Beginning with Taylor Morrison.
Oh my gosh. Wow. No. Oh my gosh. They even have my skateboard here. Oh, this is so cool.
This is all yours, my man.
Are you sure? Is this allowed?
I promise you got my word.
Thanks, Wendell.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
No. She closed that door for me.
Okay. She said, I just need a moment.
I do.
In my own space. That is a beautiful painting or mosaic. My eye itching.
You okay?
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Very different. My favorite thing is this. Feels like excitement and just happiness, peace. Oh, look at that! That is so.
All right. So we have to go to my favorite part of the one of the best parts of the episode to me, after they've seen their home and everything. I'm gonna show y'all that part, and then we'll get out of here because this is getting pretty long. Right.
I know that Fred was a big part of entertainment in your lives. So we have this etching.
Oh my goodness.
So he can play games with you. He can be here for you.
Beautiful. Perfect touch.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. And the fact you brought a little home.
Going through this process,
I had a lot of reservations. By doing this, the kids feel like we erased dad, but there's so many precious little things where he still lives on. Thank you for all.
So listen, y'all, if you have not seen this episode, you really need to go stream it right now on ABC
Like,
right now because it was so good. That table was a custom built table by Wendell, and just the fact that he knew that picture meant a lot and he etched it into that table. So it's like he's literally always here with you guys was just I was completely mind blown at that point because they did implement different ways of bringing, you know, their dad into the home. And I think that table just really took it all home for me. And that was where I really, really lost it. It was just amazing. It was so special. Um, I am loving this. I am tuned in. I hope you guys will tune in. Make sure you watch it live. Now, don't just go streaming on Hulu. Make sure you watch it live on ABC on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But we need a season 2 of this already.
mm-hmm.
The way they are changing these people's lives, like in today's world that we are living in, 2025 has already come in like a shitstorm, um, and has me very nervous for the rest of the year. I am being very honest. We need something like this. This is something that we as a nation, a community need just to see somebody get some type of happiness in this crazy madhouse we living in. So make sure you guys go watch this show. I don't even think our review is doing it any justice. It's so good,
You
but we're
just
gonna
gotta
be
be there.
reviewing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, we're gonna be reviewing this every week, not missing a week.
Okay.
This is gonna be a series we don't miss a week. You know, a show we not missing a week on right here. We not missing this one. It was so good. What's your final thoughts?
Um, this is beautiful. This is amazing. And I'm happy that this family finally has the space that they deserve. And you know, I just hope everything continues to go well for them. Um, yeah, this is a great show. Can't wait for next week.
Mm-hmm. I'll definitely have all of my tissue ready for next week.
Okay.
This was, I think I've said how I felt enough. It was just amazing. And then the fact to know somebody on there that's actually helping make a difference
Yeah.
is just it's amazing. I can't say amazing enough. Okay. The same way that we heard zones 30 times, you guys have probably heard amazing.
Amazing, 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 amazing.
It was. So yeah, make sure you guys like this video on your way out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not already. And if you have not checked out our interview with the man himself, Wendell Holland, make sure you go check that out. It is on the channel. And if you are a Drag Race fan, we have that video coming for you really soon.
Wait. Are we doing a rating for this?
I thought it kind of goes without saying what the rating for this episode was, but no,
You know,
I'm gonna rate these.
okay.
They're all gonna be A's.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, that's a good point. Okay, period.
good.
Okay.
You know, it's no drama or anything with these, so you know,
I'm screaming. Can you imagine
they
if
have
I said
set
this
the
was
bar
a F?
so high with how they did this house. Now that could be the thing we could rate going
Rate the
forward.
house.
We think rate the houses because they've set the bar pretty high with this.
They did. Okay, if we're doing that, then this house was definitely a
Definitely
A plus plus.
definitely.
But yeah,
So, yeah. We're gonna get out of here, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. As always, I am your girl Shay.
I am your boy Malik.
We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace out.